respected, listened to, and acted upon. Third, able but challenged.
Way of the Beaver meant getting managers to give up their most prized possessions, power and control.
Since your people know the process better than any of us, what would happen if you let them decide how to meet the goals? Do you think you'd get better results?
Well, it makes some sense, but, I don't know.
Wanna try it?
Oh, can you believe this? What is the matter with you guys? How many times do I have to show you how to do this? Sorry, guys. Tell me, if you don't mind me asking, is there any particular reason you do it that way?
Well, it keeps our fingers clear. Well, it's faster that way, too.
Show me.
Sure. Look. This way, there's 2 steps. And the other way, there's 3. And on the third one, you can't see your fingers, so you have to go slow to be careful.
Maybe you're right.
Way of the Beaver, Vince.
Over the next few weeks, the Way of the Beaver spread throughout the plant. At every level, I began seeing managers stepping back and letting their people go.
On this upcoming project, I'm thinking of having you take over for me on quality control. You're out on the floor more than I am. Makes more sense for you to do it.
I think I can handle it.
Good. Jerry, I'm thinking of putting you in charge of inventory. What do you think? Are you up for it?
Absolutely.
We were making progress,
Hello, everybody.
but I decided it was time for a cold dose of reality.
I've got some good news and some bad news. First, the bad news. Unless we can get this plant operating in the black in the next 3 months, head office is going to shut us down. What?
They can't close us down that soon.
Now the good news. To keep this plant open, all we have to do is bring it up to par with the rest of the system. How? We're already doing it. Do you know we have the most productive department in the whole system right here?
What are you talking about?
When's the last time any of you took a tour of the finishing department?
Well, like I said, it's kind of a mess.
This place is nicer than my office. How'd you pull this off?
Well, it took a while. When I first came here, they were miserable, and then I realized that nothing was going to change until I changed. And nothing is going to change at Walton Works until we as managers change.
These are last month's sales figures. I thought these were confidential.
We have no secrets here. If the team is going to make good decisions and be gung-ho, then they need to know everything pertaining to their work.
How are you folks this morning?
We're fine, thank you. Everyone's working so hard. Why is that?
Andy doesn't tell us how to do our job. That's up to us.
Attention, shipping M317 at 1 o'clock. On time and perfect for $12,750.
Great job, everybody. Great job.
What was that?
But we just shipped a job for $12,750. On time and 100% perfect.
There's a lot of good things happening here. We make sure everybody hears about them.
My last job, I had to go to work. I don't feel that way here.
The spirit of the squirrel was bringing new energy to the way people did their jobs. The Way of the Beaver was showing up in the way managers related to employees. So even Vince was turning around. But unfortunately, time was running out.
I just came by to let you know that it's time to learn. Gift of the Goose. See you tomorrow at 7?
Good, because we're running out of time.
The next morning, we drove 50 miles to a big marsh outside of town.
I want you to know I haven't done this since high school.
Well, you take the front. I'll do the steering.
What a noise.
Exactly. But here's the key question. Who are they honking at?
I don't know at each other.
Right. But what's the message?
Well, they can't be warning each other trouble. They're all honking at the same time.
So what are they saying?
That everything's great.
That's it. Gift of the goose. Cheering each other on. And just listen to them. These geese fly thousands of miles every year, and they do it by cheering each other on every step of the way.
They all honk, not just the leaders. So it doesn't have to be the managers cheering everyone else on. We can all cheer each other.
Exactly. Gift of the goose is for everybody. Team members and managers. I mean, cheering generates enthusiasm.
You're right. It's a point I forgot.
Gift of the goose is the spark that lights the fire. The spirit of the squirrel, worthwhile work, and way of the beaver, and control of achieving the goal come first. The three together is what a mission is all about.
Think about a basketball game where no one keeps score and the fans don't cheer. Pretty bleak, huh? Players need the enthusiasm of the crowd to keep them going, and people on the job are no different. Remember, the best cheers need to be true. T-R-U-E. Timely, responsive, unconditional, and enthusiastic.
But what do you do if there's nothing to cheer about? First, you have to practice seeing the positive. That's tough to do if you believe your job is to look for things people are doing wrong. Second, you can always encourage team members. And that's a powerful cheer. It sends a message. You're good. I know you can do it.
At a game, the crowd doesn't sit quietly in the stands until the team scores. They're cheering their team on all the time. Don't wait until your goals are met to start cheering people on in your organization. Cheer the progress, not just the results, and keep cheering the whole game.
When giving cheers, remember the formula E equals MC squared. Enthusiasm equals mission times cash and congratulations. First comes payment for a job well done, then the congratulations.
Gift of the goose, cheering others on. 1. Active or passive congratulations must be true. T-R-U-E. 2. No score, no game, and cheer the progress. 3. E equals MC squared. Enthusiasm equals mission times cash and congratulations.
Gift of the goose caught on. Before long, we were all cheering each other on. Of course, there are always a few that change slowly.
Listen, Vince, you make an important contribution around here. Nobody knows the nuts and bolts better than you do.
I appreciate you saying that.
And I can't tell you exactly how to do your job. You've been here for years. You know your people far better than I do.
True.
And I know I can trust you to be honest with me.
Thank you.
So will you do something for me? Will you look around this plant and see if gung-ho is changing things? And if it is, ask yourself, what's different? A manager can do more than push his teammates. He can motivate them. And you can too.
That is all very well and good, but you know as well as I do it is going to take more than a few happy people to move this place into the black.
Maybe Vince was right. But gung-ho was working. Progress was just slow. Then one day I got the news I'd been waiting for.
Good news. Look at these.
Great, the numbers are turning. Wait till I tell Andy.
Unfortunately, though, old man Morris wasn't as impressed.
Peggy Sinclair, why aren't you up in your office where you belong?
Mr. Morris, what a pleasant surprise.
I saw your profit report from last month.
And?
Don't think that pathetic few dollars you made is going to change my mind.
But, sir, you said if we could push this place into the black, that you...
I'd hardly call this little piece of number juggling in the black. From where I stand, this place is still a sinking ship.
But, sir...
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't close this place down.
I'll give you 3. And if you allow me to continue doing them for the next 3 years, you'll need a wheelbarrow to cart the money out of this place. They're simple. We've learned that what we do is worthwhile. It makes a difference. We understand and share our goals, and we let values guide our plans, decisions, and actions.
Very noble. But the fact is, this place is hardly breaking even. Right now, I don't see a wheelbarrow in your future. What are you doing to change that?
Our managers have stopped telling their people what to do and allow the team members to use their own knowledge and talent. And we're telling our team members when they do a good job. We both want that. It's motivating and it works. And beside, Mr. Morris, you made us a deal.
The next month, we did even better. 12 months went by and we'd risen from plant number 32 to 21. And gung-ho had changed us too. The way we worked and the way we lived.
Well, that's the story I told to Ken and Sheldon the night that Andy died. And I knew I'd keep the last promise I made to Andy. Ken and Sheldon agreed. Too many spirits were dying at the office door. They would help tell the gung-ho story. And Andy had one last surprise for me. He left me this beautiful cabin Sometimes I shut my eyes and remember riding down the road with my good friend. Gung-ho, Andy.
Spirit of the Squirrel, worthwhile work. It's discovering why your work is important, developing shared goals, and insisting that values guide everything you do.
And the Way of the Beaver. Team members in control of achieving the goal. Managers defining the field, but then getting off the field and letting their team members score.
Finally, the Gift of the Goose. Cheering each other on. Looking for the positive. Congratulations that are timely, responsive, unconditional, and enthusiastic. You're probably wondering if the story is true or not.
The real question you should be asking is it true for you? Andy's secrets will work for any kind of organization, and they'll work for you. But it takes time. It's not a quick fix. It's a way of life. Gung-ho, friend.
Gung-ho, friend.